don't anyone think that they don't want to get involved because there's only so much they can do. Get involved, because even small things make a big impact. I started getting involved really just sort of doing occasional bits and pieces to help out at fundraising events, just ferrying things around, being around. And then, I thought, well, rather than, in addition to that, it would be useful to sort of, make a regular contribution. So I signed up for a direct debit because any organisation needs some degree of certainty, and I felt as though that was a good way to sort of support the business, if you like, the business of Spear, in sort of making regular contributions. And it also meant that I set it up and then just sort of just let it run. So that's how I started getting involved. So I think it's just sort of how impressive Spear is at that, and then the stuff I read and hear about through the likes of Heidi, of the improvements and the stories and some of the video clips of the people who have been through Spear and how they've then moved on. I think that is also sort of very impressive. So both the kind of, if you like, the revenue side, how they generate the revenue, generate the awareness, and then the output side, actually delivering and creating big change for people who've gone through the process. Well, I think just seeing people on the streets. Is not something anybody wants to be seeing and thinking, gosh, someone's fallen to that sort of depth where they're sort of like living on the street. And then the opportunity came up through this friend of we had to do something concrete, and I thought, yeah, should actually take the step and support. Well, I guess any organisation needs predictability, and it doesn't just pop up at sort of particular times of the year, like in the winter. It has to sort of operate throughout the year, and the problem is there throughout the year. So it's a small way that I feel as though I can help by giving some level of predictability to the business. And if there are hundreds, thousands of people like me, then it gives Spear a steady income, which means that they can set up decent operations and decent centres and decent services. So I guess the first thing is, I'm a monthly donor, all set up through direct debit, very easy, very straightforward. The second thing is then at fundraising events, help out with some of the logistics, being there to sort of help with just tending to people coming to the event, etc. And then the third area is actually getting involved in sort of helping with some of the services, and that is an area I haven't yet had a chance to get involved with, which I'd like to, which is actually being in the centres and being there to do simple things like just help sort of organise breakfasts, organise people in the evening, just help the regular staff with some of the work that there needs to get done, just an extra pair of hands to help in the centre, which I think is very valuable experience and a very valuable contribution to the work that Spear are doing. I mean, just knowing that, homelessness is a growing problem everywhere, and in our borough of Merton, it's certainly a real issue, and just knowing that there are some services there to support people who are going through that very difficult time is satisfying. The Spear volunteers are all very effective. Yeah, they work incredibly hard and incredibly fast at all the events I've been to, and everything is very well laid out, very well organised, and for people coming, it gives a very, very good impression of how Spear must be organising their frontline services if they run their charitable events like this. I think the main thing is that, however small you feel your contribution is, the fact that there are lots and lots of people making these small contributions has a huge impact on Spear and their clients. So, don't anyone think that they don't want to get involved because there's only so much they can do. Get involved, because even small things make a big, big impact. So get involved, tell your friends, put Spear Homeless into Google, and even if you've only got a couple of hours, an evening here and there, just a few pounds that you can contribute, if everybody does that, they'll have a huge, huge impact on Spear and the people who they're helping.